And elections are not won on social media. That's why most people felt even voting for Obi is a waste of vote. So we have to vote for someone we believe and feel has capacity to win.
So what made you feel that the Northerners may not consider Obi?
If you go there, there's how their ideology is, because I don't think maybe we should go into that conversation now.
Why not? If you happen to buttress your point.
Because like now they will feel like, okay, this Nyamori, this is an Igbo man and he's a Christian, and with this noise of Biafra coming up with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so issues of insecurity will pop up, that if this man gets there, he might eventually give these people the Biafra they're clamoring for. So they can't risk it for now. And in the north, it's not possible for a northerner to vote for an Igbo Christian now. It can change maybe later in the future, but for now, we should just pause that.
So if it is to be listed, then would you advise him to save his time and money?
I would advise him to not even contest for the 2027, because Bola is going for re-election. But I can advise him to contest for governor of Lagos State, because he won. Because of course, if he contests for governor of Lagos State, it's possible that he will win because he won in Lagos State. So
he cannot be a governor in Nigeria again.
No, just in Anambra State.
No, in Nigeria, you take the oath of office twice.
In a state or
in the country. Okay, then it's the same constitution.
Okay, he should just step down and withdraw as an elder statesman and keep proffering advice to the federal
would you advise him to run under Atiku then, since the North can't give him the vote?
Even the Northerners, they will not risk it. They will feel like if anything happens to Atiku tomorrow, Peter Obi the vice will be sworn in as president. So for now too, they can't risk it. And Peter Obi had made some like nepotic and tribalistic statements in the past, like yes, daddy with Bishop David Oyedepo. So they record all these things. The Northerners are not idiots. So they kept it in the fridge for him to cool off. When time reached, they'll present him to him. So
okay, so the Northerners has the key to who becomes.
Yes, to an extent for now. Yeah, because you see a situation, one man will marry 4 wives, and each of those wives will give birth to 20 children. So during the election, their leaders manipulate that and transmit as votes. So the North, they have the vote and they have 19 states out of 36. So the voting power in Nigeria is in the North. So that's why during the election, you have to go there and romance with them, dialogue with them to see how it can be in your favor.
If Tinubu should be the president of Nigeria, do you think he will outperform Bola?
No, the devil is better than the angel you don't know.
At least we have known Peter Obi. Peter Obi was once a governor of Anambra State.
But there was nothing fascinating or extraordinary he did as governor of Anambra State.
And there is something fascinating about Bola.
Bola has performed beyond our capacity.
In Lagos.
Yes, in Lagos. I just told you, I don't know if you check that Eco Atlantic City. That's like, yes, so that's an initiative of Bola. And today, even First Bank is building their headquarters there, 45-story building. Even MTN, they are building their new headquarters. They even done with it. That's a piece of land that before it was Bar Beach. But Bola filled it. It's now dry land today. That's the Dubai of Africa. So we should give President Bola credit, please.
And he should go again and remain our president.
He should go again to 2031, yes. He has our blessing.
Barrister Dr. Ugodown, Peter Obi declared to run again. A lot of people agreed that it's okay for him to run, but at least not under Labour Party, considering how Labour Party is said to be afflicted with lots of crisis. Okay, do you think first that he stand a chance against Bola? I'm asking 2 questions. Will he not rather go into coalition? Okay, that gives, because it is believed that the coalition will become more formidable than just Labour Party. That is one. And of course, do you think that the person of Bola is who Peter Obi has a capacity to defeat in an election?
There are so many questions that arise from your general statement that you made before you posed a question to my good friend Kingsley.
Okay, sir.
But as usual, again, Kingsley struggled in his answer.
Oh, really?
He said, first of all, that Peter Obi doesn't have capacity to win elections. Let him note, Peter Obi won the last presidential election. Forget the results that were declared. But now, let's use that results that were declared.
Okay.
He received 25% of the vote. Tinubu received 36%, 11%. Tinubu was backed literally with 10 times more money. Was backed by 20 governors, backed by existing presidents at that time. Still, Peter Obi, a non-performing governor, according to him, of Anambra State, an Igbo man, Nyamiri man, was still able to get 25% of the vote. What does that tell you? Buhari in his first election, who knows how many votes he got and from where, how many states he got it? In the north, first of all, there are a lot of people of Southern origin living in the north, including Igbos. In the north, at least 30% of the population are Christians. And what people are asking for today, including people like myself, is not what political party you belong to. What can you deliver and what have you delivered in? If you're a Nigerian from the north today, I think we shouldn't appeal to you because he's had his opportunity and he failed. There are some northern governors that are doing very well and some northern ministers that have done very well. They should be the people from the north getting ready to run 4 years from now, not right now. Somebody from the south should be president of Nigeria today. And when you come to the south, if you're a southerner, you have to ask yourself, is Tinubu that thing we're looking for, that we waited for 8 years to rule Nigeria? It's not. He has not performed. He has had the opportunity. He has had the experience to show that difference. He ruled 8 years for Lagos. He has been in control of Lagos State all the time. Still, he failed in Lagos. And what is going on in Lagos today? I think you alluded to it at the beginning of this.
Yes. In the House of
It's an
Assembly.
indication of how Tinubu has failed in Lagos. Because his main man, Mudashiru Rabasa, is a non-factor. He's being imposed on Lagosians. They're Yorubas, they're not Igbos. He's being imposed on them. They don't want him. He's not doing a good job. He's very corrupt. But he's being imposed upon them. And guess by who? Tinubu. So the point is here that P2B, Labour Party is irrelevant. What is relevant is P2B.
Oh, really?
P2B can run on any political party and do very well. Because what Nigeria needs now, he stands for it. Anambra State was very secure when he was the governor. Cost of governance, which is a disaster under this current president. P2B, everybody knows, is very frugal with government money. And that's what people are looking for. Beyond that, people are looking for someone that has empathy with them. It's not Tinubu. There's no indication that he cares. Anything, presidential jet, how many people go on these trips, how much they're giving, those type of things. So, and people want somebody who will reflect, who will try to reflect the federal character. Like I said before, there are biases or there are ways presidents or anybody can reward those who have supported them. We have held positions, we find small ways to reward them. But basically what everybody is doing as a member and that's as a citizen of Nigeria, he gets. Then there are other small ways you can reward your own particular supporters. And that's not what is happening now. And everybody in APC is saying go to the courts. Because frankly speaking, the Bar Association says, I'm not the one saying it, the Nigerian judiciary now has its lowest reputation ever. And it's not surprising that it's under the current administration. So what I'm trying to tell you is that there are many governors currently who are doing a fair job. I mean, the Saudis, I think there are at least 3-4 governors who are doing a fair job. Soludo is very okay. Mba is very okay. Oti is very okay. These are all people who are qualified to be president of Nigeria. In the southwest, a couple of them are doing okay. They're all qualified to be. But somebody who has failed Nigeria is Bola Tinubu. He's not qualified to be.
Do you think that P2B stands a chance of winning the election?
He has already won before without any support. Now, if he gets the support of disgruntled northern elements, and I use the word disgruntled northern elements because they are regretting their support for Tinubu, and not only Refine, the other ones, including some people from the OCPC. If you add the article, if he gets the support of those people, then the structure, which was the major problem he had in the last election, will now be there for him. The structure will now be there for him to report the actual votes he got. Plateau State, we saw what happened. For example, now, why would anybody in Benue or Plateau State today vote for Tinubu? With how he has allowed the rampaging Fulani headsmen to do whatever they want. Why would they vote for him? Give me a good reason. Why would anybody, even in Borno State, today vote for him? So that's the point. And he talks about children. No, we live in the north. Their population is not that much more than our own. So the Northerners have no reason to support Tinubu. So let's be honest about it. Nigeria is in a crisis in many areas, and that's not what we want. We don't need a one-party state, particularly non-performing.
Don't you encourage him to go in with the coalition and work assiduously towards getting the ticket of the coalition rather than run on the Labour Party?
No, right now he's a member of the Labour Party, so I've never belonged to the Labour Party. I don't know, I won't speak for him. As he has said, and I agree with him, the crisis in most of these parties are man-made from the government of the day. So, in my own opinion, he wants to run on the level. But like I said, P2B is actually one politician that most Nigerians today who are not political animals will feel free and comfortable. And that's obvious. Any place in Nigeria today, including the far north, P2B goes is warmly received. Most of the other places, they have to buy people to come out to greet you.
Rented crowd?
Yes, rented crowd. P2B doesn't need to buy, just like he didn't need to pay anybody to vote for him. Those are things you cannot deny if you're a human being or a politician. So I don't think P2B's problem is the political party we run under. Coalition is good. But if it's coalition for him to come and be a vice to someone like Atiku, it doesn't make any sense.
So if he becomes a vice to Atiku, you will not vote for him?
I will not.
Oh, you won't vote for him?
No, I will not.
Oh, really?
I will not vote for. I will not vote for. I will not vote for Nottingham to be the president of
Nigeria. In 2020.
But I will not vote for Bola Tinubu. If the only choice is from the south is Bola Tinubu, I'll stay in my house.
Oh, really? But they're about to criminalize you not voting. There's a bill that
there are so many unconstitutional things happening in our country, including the forceful removal of the governor of Rivers State. But we'll get to that another day when we have another discussion.
All right, thank you very much. But then, let's see how it goes. Peter Obi said something about age limits to contest an election.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, do you agree with him that just as we have not too young to run, there must be an age you must have attained for you to be qualified to run in an election? Don't you think there should be an age, I mean a particular age bracket where if you have exceeded this age, you're not at liberty to come to run again? Don't you think? Do you agree with that call, considering number of old men surrounding our political corridor?
No, I don't, because if we should do that, if we should go with what Peter Obi said, you understand that you are disenfranchising some individuals in the country from contesting. The Constitution of Nigeria says you have a right to vote and be voted for.
And then there are people that have not attained 18, they don't vote, so they are disenfranchising them too, if you're putting it that
from 18, maybe they've not registered to vote now. That's why even this law, the House of Rep is trying to pass.
Yeah, they are not registered because the law had not given them the permission to. So the same law should restrict.
No, law gives them the permission, but in Nigeria, our citizens are reluctant, but to participate in governance. But if I'm to go by what Peter Obi said, when Barack Obama became president of America, he was president at the age of 47.
Yeah.
And before I think 40. By 55, he has already exhausted his 8 years. So since then, to an extent, politically, he has been jobless. You understand me? So I don't really want to back what Peter Obi said, because to me, if you ask me, the beauty of politics is that old age. If you notice, now, Donald Trump is 79. Even when Joe Biden was coming, then he was about 81 or 82. So even we have so many aged presidents in Africa and the world, they are doing well. So
really doing well in Africa. Tell me one aged president in Africa, like Paul Biya of Cameroon. They're doing well.
No, each presidents in Africa and in the world are not doing well. Trump is not doing well. They're not doing well. Biden is 81, 82 now, and that's why he started not doing well. They're not doing well. It's not necessary that there should be an age something, but the fact of the matter is that at a certain age you should become more of an advisor that guide the younger ones. What is it now that you're going to do? And
so they don't have the mental alacrity.
No, even at my younger age now, there are certain things I've lost speed in doing. You have to be honest with yourself. There are many positions, there are pro-chancellors, other things you can give them, agencies that you can give them.
But not to run a
president of Nigeria today, with the problems Nigeria has today, has to be on the move every second. We have a lot of problems in this country that we need to solve.
So you need mental alertness.
Mental and physical alertness. He needs to be active. And there's no way the current president we have or people like Atiku are going to be that active. We need the young governors who are doing well, or basically this is Peter Obi's last chance, like he pointed out. It should be his last chance, and he's still active. If you watch his movements, at times people wonder how is he in Port Harcourt, Tinubu, and then in London.
All the time.
Yeah, you have to be active, and that's what we need. We need people who are very active, because we, particularly in Africa here, we have a lot of problems. And if we think we don't have a lot of problems, we're deceiving ourselves.
All right, thank you very much. Let them finish up.
You see, age has nothing to do with performance in office. Yes. Are
you serious?
I'm telling you, if you go to Equatorial Guinea, their president there.
So why do people retire from service? When they are aged, it is believed that a teacher, a lecturer might not be able to stand for too long, speaking to students. That's why they retire, because they need to rest. While he was maybe 5 years in the service, he's actually, maybe he can take about 5 classes in a day and say, all right, it's a note of lesson, do other things. But then he hardly takes 2 classes because he's about to retire. So, and it requires mental comprehension. So if you cannot, you can imagine a president after having a meeting of what is to be done tomorrow. And tomorrow the aides are telling him about the execution. He has forgotten what they discussed.
Yeah, they have their daughter. Buhari keeps daughter. Even in Tinubu, they keep their daughter, but they are like where they document things.
Yes.
But what I want to say is this: it's not about age; it's about leadership. A president is there, he has his ministers, he has his aides. So it's just about leadership.
And Mr. President is leading indeed.
So he has the capacity and the leadership. Then in addition to that, P2B, like why P2B was like appealing during the last 2022 election, because if you look at Bola and Atiku, he was the youngest among them. And we had the Muslim figure, and both of them were Muslims. And again, so P2B was the youngest of them also. That's why it was as if he was appealing. But now I think he's 63. Before Bola will finish his 8 years, and towards 2031, he will be getting towards...
No, Bola is going 4 years from now. We're not sure of the next 4 years.
Sowore said something that they've already even written the 2027 election
and
results.
you agree with it?
No, that's just by the way. That's on the side.
Do you agree with it?
No, I wouldn't say that. I can't. No, I
agree with it. No, he's part of the process that wrote that result. He agrees with it.
Sowore is not an APC member, so he just makes.
He's telling us what you guys have done already. I've written the results.
So by the one that said what he said, so that means you agree with it.
No, I'm not trying to tell you, because you're the one saying Bola is going 4 years instead of 8 years.
Yeah.
So by the end of 8 years, then P2B should be around 70. Then let me see the local standing he will have to say he's the youngest.
That was why he said that after this 2027 he may not go.
And Nigerians should write that down.
Then we have written it down, and he said that even after 2031, power should go to the north. And by the time power is done in the north for 8 years and comes back to the south by 2039, it's going to be 77. So this 2027 is his last shot, because he won't be strong enough to come out again.
Exactly. I've said it before that the presidency itself is not even a job. So if this is the last chance for P2B to contest and he did not win, he should kiss that off his goodbye. Yes.
So he should go and get a job.
He should go and get a job. Yes.
And get busy.
Presidency is not a job. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. That's an interesting one. It's through political platform on Choice 97.1 Radio Without Borders, and of course, he's becoming a fireworks in here, having Barrister Dr. Uzodike, who is a member of APG Abga, and of course, trying to see how he settles it with my friend Kingsley AGK. Maybe he's a member of the APC, okay, blogger, and of course, a political analyst.